I hope I can be heard. I hope I can be heard. So, right around that time, when the Inquisitionist agents, the bench, the courts, the 11th Judicial Circuit Court at this point, I am doing my probationary period. Darlin Mobley is my probationary officer. His office was down there off 183rd. I'm staying by Bobby Dodd Stadium, down the street from Cal Store 207 by Trick Daddy, them CO Money Mart, them restaurant. Cal Store just about a block and a half down from the restaurant, going to the east. We was on 204 by the Crystal Lake Lucerne, right? I'm out there. My sister done married a towner. We out there. His sister stayed with us with her 2 children, Rodeo and the other little child. I think Rodeo was the oldest, is the oldest. My sister working on like the twins. She working on the twins right now. Just bringing them in. And I just jumped off that charge I keep talking about with Officer William Behind. Officer William Behind had over 17 officers. When they finally came upon me, because it was me and Hind first. Now, I'm not the one to get shot down in the street by no police officer. When Hind came westbound in the squad car on 83rd, he hopped up on the curb and jumped out, told me to come here. I took off, right? Police officer ain't supposed to shoot nobody in the back either. I took off and supposed to shoot one time in the air. Free, halt, and then draw the bead. So what I did, when he jumped up on the curb, jumped out the car, told me to come here, I took off, turned my back to him. So technically, he gotta shoot in the air, draw the bead, but now, why shoot me when my back turned? My mother-in-law, Miss Dorothy Wilson, say, what'd he do? Right? I took off. When the rest of the backup came, from my vantage point, I can't see the streets. I'm in the hood, I can't see the streets from where I'm at. They came around the corner just like this. There ain't nobody doing no click-clack. I don't see none but automatics. I don't see no barrels, no 6-shooters and whatnot. That's all automatic. You don't hear no click-clack. That means what? One in the head. Legally, they can do that. They can have one. If we get caught, technically, by law, if we got gun license, we not supposed to have one engaged in the head. Just riding around like that. We supposed to have to, we can have a clip in there, but we supposed to have to cock, put the action on it, and then one in the chamber. That's how the law go. They catch you like that one in the head, they can violate you for that. Even though you got the license and permit. So now, Officer Hind had me almost killed that day. And I just mentioned in a few broadcasts earlier, before we pulled away from the scene, I'm in the backseat handcuffed. This on my birthday too, my 21st birthday. Right? A black DT, detective, pulled up, plainclothes detective. Asked him what's going on. Got a bald head. Officer Hind say, oh, it's a robbery, you know what I'm saying? He ain't do it, but I'm making stick. He said, yeah, he looked like a robber. He pulled off. Yeah. So now I'm under Darlin Mobley. So this is how I got in on my first wrongful conviction, which is gonna become it's not a conviction yet. that's going to become a wrongful conviction. Right now, it's a false police affidavit. We at that stage now. That day is what I'm talking about. Go to jail. While I'm in jail, after X amount of months, I asked Corey. I just asked Corey, because the other Corey say he don't know. He ain't even quite sure about the year. I'm trying to remember what month Derek D'Anthony Brown got knocked off. Because the more concise and right and exact we can be, the more I can support the fact when I say I could call it. I'm talking about nothing but the real. Nothing but what's real. Not what I think, not what I feel. I hold that back. We going off what's real. To support what I say, this is a conspiracy. And it's been going on for quite some time. Now, in my case, I wouldn't even limit it to the music industry. It's anything you do. King Alfred Plan, actually known as Rex 82, Rex 84, which is government document. Rex 84, Rex 82, that's government exercise. King Alfred Plan is somebody who found out about Rex 82, 84, and he put together King Alfred Plan. The government called that conspiracy theory. They can't call Rex 82, Rex 84 conspiracy theory. That's coming out of their files. That's the real. That's what King Alfred Plan is based on. When you hear or read, you're going to see the part they say don't let them be engineers. Don't let them be scientists. Don't let them be artists. Basically, don't let you do nothing. Yet at the same time, while we being educated, when we go to the churches and we at home, they tell us to go to school and make something of ourselves. They tell us you can do whatever you want to do. You can be what you want to do. You can even be an entrepreneur. Don't they tell us that? Just don't be a lazy, shiftless Negro. So those of us who wanted to be something, we went out to apply ourselves. The devil is in the details. In between the lines, what you got to read in there is that if you don't want problems, work for a corporation. The bigger, the better. Most big corporations came from plantations. 99% of plantation, 99.9999 came from Bonnievilles. Bonnievilles were ours. The indigo, the blue black, the jet black, the brown, the light skin, the light bright damn near white, the ones all talking us to this land mass. It's one big trust for us in this jurisdiction that we can pull from. Just like you're supposed to be able to go to the bank and get a business loan, under our system, you can. It ain't no supposed to. You can. Now that they overthrew the Republic, set up the Federal Reserve Bank, made it statutorily illegal. They can't make it unlawful. They can't mess with the law. The law is. But they got us under statutory code. State statute. They made it illegal to demand gold in recompense for our labor, our goods, our services, and our intellectual property. And forced us to work with not currency, but fiat. Something that does not have intrinsic value whatsoever. They can print up as much as they ain't nothing but paper and ink. Paper comes from trees primarily. Ink comes from the land, from the whatever. It's just natural, like dirt, like air, like water. You can print up money. As long as it's trees, you can print money. Now, we are told this, but when we excel, let me go back to our apprentice, Bunchy Carter. Some more little information. J. Edgar Hoover called the entire Black Panther Party, it's not just in Cali, a threat to the internal security. Black Panthers They had a program. They're training munitions, target practice, first aid, delivering first aid, because we couldn't get ambulances to come to the hood at times. People dying of preventable death that could have been prevented from minor little things and get bad. So first aid, stuff like that. Weapons training, because police a lot of times wouldn't come to help us defend ourselves. They are for corporate interests. They don't care about you. The average person. It's corporations. They're part of the foreign colonial European military occupation. Domestic. Foreign primarily is the U.S. military complex. For us, we on our own. So Black Panthers saw that. They studied politics, the political parties. Those are some of the main things that Black Panther was about. When Al Prentice Bunchy Carter opened that chapter, he opened that chapter. I would say Oakland, I'm not sure about that, but I know he was at UCLA campus. They say they was getting 50 to 100 people per week. He opened it early 68. April is January, February, March. April is the 4th month of the year. By April, he had that thing jumping to they were getting 50 to 100 people and listening to the Black Panther Party a week. That's around the time he got targeted by J. Edgar Hoover. Now, I talked earlier about, on a recent post, about the Elaine Brown incident, the Black Student Union, the Campbell Hall on the UCLA campus, the organization of Black students, Black Student Union, had a thing with Panthers and organization Us and other organizations that came, and Elaine Brown somebody probably tried her or something, but it was supposed to have been, some people think it was something going on with Elaine Brown and some organization Us members. Elaine Brown was a Panther. So Bunchy Carter and John Huggins, I think, are the ones who end up saying supposedly some derogatory statements toward the leader of organization Us. If the Elaine Brown story is true, it's probably because they felt that that leader should have his dogs on a leash and they should know to respect a woman, especially a black woman. In that day, especially in that day and time in the 60s, when you got this Black Student Union striving for women, especially black women's rights. Children, the black man to be empowered, to take care of his family. So, because we come from a background of women running the estate. Men didn't have to do nothing until it was time to go dig a ditch, go get a bear from taking our cows and stuff like that, go out there and herd them animals and all that, slaughter the animals. We did the hard work. So that's sporadic. We also did the maintenance around the buildings. We built the building from the ground up, so we should know how to fix something. That was man work. Carriers of water, hewers of wood. So we did earn all that leisure. A lot of times they say, oh, he lazy, he don't do nothing. They just don't know. When I grew up under men, I'm born in 73, I grew up under men, man, it's hardly nothing they couldn't do to a, what you call an edifice, that's a building, or a vehicle. It was hardly, and if they didn't know, they knew who knew. In the family, somebody down the street, and it was rare, as you go back in time, it was rare that they had to go to some shop. A lot of shops didn't even exist. Pep Boys and all that. A lot of that shit didn't even exist. We come from people who know how to take a tree out the ground and make lumber. Don't need no Home Depot. And a lot of white folk, a lot of people who run and own that stuff and got the top positions, a lot of people didn't even know nothing about that. So you can't have no Lowe's furniture at home. We made the first Victorian furniture and whatnot. The dais, the chairs, the futon, all. We made that. We are culture. We are. From clothes, for anything a human being needs. To not be cold, not be wet, and all that. We invented that. We made that. So We on the tail end of that. And a lot of people in their 20s and stuff, y'all just out of it. Y'all just missed the boat. But those around my age and older, I'm born in 73. Around my age and older, we actually walked and talked and lived amongst the actual people that lived in the world where we were still, most of that was at our hands. And what they had, because remember, they came over here with melanated people. We are indigenous to the globe. But governmentally, we broke it down to jurisdiction, the Eastern Hemisphere, the Western Hemisphere. Then you have sub-jurisdiction within that. We, when I say we, I'm primarily talking about African Americans. Because we are the ones the most dead, dumb, deaf and blind, decultured. Our job is to take up our bed and walk. Awake you sleeping giant. Get up, Lazarus was the one told to take up his bed and walk. We the sleeping giant. We the dead bones in the valley. Right? And what makes us so important is that the world needs us to be ourselves, accept our own and be ourselves. Because we are very crucial to the world, the health of the human world. Right? The human affairs. We are those people. We fail. Reason why we the last one coming up, because you kill the head, the body dead, we the head. And a lot of people who from foreign, who got visas and all that over all this time, when they was getting all them visas, when they got in positions, they could start giving visas out. When they got X amount of the so-called United States continent, America, North America continent, so-called Midgard, the North Gate, when they got X amount of 13 colonies and all that, they started getting people to come over here, giving them land, but that land was stolen. And land law in the world, not just Northgate, you cannot sell land. So that way none of your brothers, sisters, your father, your children, all, they can't sell you out from under your feet. You can't buy land. That means anybody from foreign, whatever, they can't trick somebody or bribe somebody. By law, it can't be bought, can't be sold. It can be leased for about 7-year periods. And every round about that time, you sit down to the table, right? And we lawfully, officially, delegated person with authority delegated to them that represent those primary principal on you will, the principal people of that certain section of land. They decide who leases what for how long, under what terms. Those terms have been allowed to be broken and whatnot because of what we call dirty modes the fraud is on both sides. When it comes to Albion, Moors across the Atlantic and the Pacific, and even those indigenous to here, they had to find people here who would play with them. But law stands. Law is supported by natural law. If man and mankind fails to enforce the law, nature will do it. Check the movement. Nature will do it. A lot of corrupt politicians and whatnot, a lot of them died a long time ago. And because people have contracts and this and that connected to them, they will cheat the system that system, the sub-system that the corporate war nation states have, and they have clones and stuff like that. The actual physical person been gave up the ghost. But to keep the roots going and keep everything going that's attached to that person's name when they was living, they put the clone out to had the people just going along to get along. Oh, that's the Queen Elizabeth of England. Oh, that's such and such. Oh, okay. We still, okay, just another day, go to work. Time to make the donuts. Go home, whatever. Right? So they can keep on living off our merits. Because these people, when they were alive, they were placed, selected, appointed to positions where they can trick the system of them Albions after around about 1700, largely Albanians. What's that? Definitely 1800 by then. Whatever left remaining are taught in his people, original people who had autonomy, superior jurisdiction, black, colored skin, melanated skin, who were in politics, government. They told them step down or die. They adjourned sine die. That means without day. They had not, the day was to be announced. To this day, they have not announced that day, great day, that day, great day in the morning. That day, great day. Because when that day comes, the way things going now, by the time it comes, most of the people who deserve to get their head chopped off, they've been dead. See, the fraud is on both sides. So the ones that have autonomy from here, like this, a part of that black priesthood and all that, they did little things to buy them time. The Albion, the Dirty Moors, and themselves. A lot of them done gone to the grave already anyway. And did all that dirt. They got hell to pay. If it's such thing as heaven and hell, a lot of them going to hell. Now, living off our merit is them acting as our guardian, because technically by our law, the law, we are minors because our minds have not been developed. It's ready, but they withholding the information. You got to have the information to operate on it. So you get education. The only way to get the information, you have to be erudite. That means self-taught. Information is out there, you gotta get it. Sometimes they'll let you get it like that, but what they really don't like you to do is disseminate the information, propagate it. Our Princess Bunchen Carter opened up California, and that's a strategic position too. Queen Khalifa, she one of the last known reigning matriarchs over there. That they toppled her regime, and a lot of other people, Pocahontas and all that, they did dirty, cutthroat stuff to get to the position where we are now, when we were in power, right? And a lot of that stuff we slept on because we didn't see the long game. They was doing little things, a lot like demolition project. In demolition, you do small things first, right? You do small little things, tell us small stuff like a child would do. You can do with your hands. Little flathead screwdriver stuff like that. Little small. Then you get the crowbar like stuff. Then you start getting Johnson bar and sledgehammer. It's getting real bad then. And the rest, if it don't fall, which you probably, if you know what you're doing, you can make a whole building fall like that. But if it don't, then you come with a backhoe or bulldozer or that swing and wrecking ball, and just kind of knock the rest of that stuff down. Now, that's how they did us. They was making moves. Pocahontas, Mataoka. If I'm not saying that incorrectly, it's Mataoka, I think. Pocahontas. Might be Rebecca, too. Queen Khalifa. Grand Sheikh Tariq Bey taught us about the Niagara movement. When they cut off matriarch's head. Just like you see that woman's, that Moabite's head, that's a female. With that scimitar over the top. On the Masonic symbols, that means death if she reveals the secret. But that's if you're under oath. If you're not under oath, they might still do it, but they got hell to pay. See, metaphorically, hell is down there. Metaphorically, heaven is up there. That's why I throw the fork up when I say heaven. And I throw it down when I say hell. And all the ones I ran with back in the 70s and the 80s, they told me, boy, Chicago, you see people with that right there on their tattoos and all that, and they talk about the little jams and stuff. They said, but boy, when they throw it down, all hell break loose on this earth plane. So I use that for hell. You ever see me telling talking about somebody going to hell? And that's heaven. The dove flying out. Now it's heaven. Stairway to heaven. So now, minors in the mind. You cannot give a minor an estate like this. They're gonna mess it up. The paper from the paperwork. Then you gotta think about the rivers, the lakes, the streams, the animals, all that type of stuff. The elements, it's stuff out there that'll kill you, it's poison. You know, all this type of stuff, we had to show and prove that we had the intelligence to go engage in certain things before they would give us this proper certification, whatever you call that, to do that. And that's under the emperor and the rightful, duly elected, de jure governance and whatnot. Now, that charge came 3 years after what I keep stressing. Claim to fame. This the Wick, Eastwick mother effer. And they ain't never got Gaffer like that. 1991. Ain't no hard boys. ATL hard boy. Ain't no Snoop Doggy Dogg. Ain't no Dog Pound. Ain't no Lady of Rage. Ain't no RBX. Right? And that's just NWA right now. At this time period. Many people don't know things done got so bad at NWA, even Dre finna leave. We don't even know that. It's the time this thing dropped now. We got J Prince, Rap-A-Lot Records, Ghetto Boys, right? Some of the rawest shit the Ghetto Boys dropped ever. Some of it is what we vibing with back then. City Under Siege, Assassin. You know, the horrorcore. They had the horrorcore. I told you side wasn't so I murdered your nieces. All that there, that was hot. Gangsterism ain't even came out yet. Straight gangster. We don't even know Mr. Mike yet. About Big Mike. We don't even know Big Mike yet. Right? This is the time period. Baby Two Line Crew just came out like 9-0. I think that was 9-0. Dance all night. Dance, sucker. Move something. And all that on there. You low life nigga. You see the clan, you say it figure. You can pull my file. See it talk about hoes, shit that's wild. Cause I don't give a goddamn. Being that ghetto hood that I am. Gambling for bread. My been eating spread. You can't play me like Atari. Motherfucker trying to would be sorry. Cause stepping that far from a sucker. Another low life motherfucker, bad daddy. That's the name, pimp. All that there. That's out. Too short. All the real original pimpin' motherfucker back then, man, with ATL Max, all this shit, Oakland, all that shit, man. We love. I like the album before that too now. I think Blowjob, Betty, he had one by the underage girl, some shit like that. I forgot how that go. Young girl, remember that? Nah, but when he came out, Born to Mac, I think. On the Cadillac. He's sitting on it, he's sitting in there, something all like that. With Dope Fiend beating out. Oh, player. Him and Forte, rapping Forte and the two females. Oh, player. Anything other than that, man, probably 135 beats per minute. R&B. Cause there ain't too much other rap out there. Now OG Styler had came out. Cause me and FTW, Sir Nose and all them, we used to rock with OG Styler around the time. Lord Finesse had put some shit out there. Right? That was something in his little discography. That's how I found out about OG Styler. I ain't no OG Styler. This right before I graduated. I'm out of 91. So like my graduation month with is June. That's about the time. June, maybe July. I think it was June though. When Slimzo approached me in Eastwick on the hill. Closer to the top, closer to me in Central Military Building. And he asked, man, you rap? I like, yeah, you know, I used to kick with a couple of niggas around there, you know. Shadi done came through. You know, money going around, everybody get down, freeze don't move, don't nobody make a sound. We'll be out there spitting a little bar back and forth. Not really battling, not really rapping. We'll just put a bar. Cause all us was serious. All them niggas I'm talking about now, we was serious. Shadi, Another nigga he used to have an old school. He had a real old school car. Like he was from the 40s. Early 50s or 40s like car. He used to say, my word need to be heard. He'd be smiling, say, my word need to be heard. I can't remember his name. But we used to be out there sharing bars. You know what I'm saying? I had that little thing, before you shoot off your 9, you screw on your silencer. Come follow me, come follow me, come follow me, come follow me. Come, side, young dumb, bitch, I got the condom. And shit like that. We just going back and forth. So Slim come, me and Slim ain't never talked. Right? Me and Slim ain't never hardly talked. We seen each other, we passed it. We sit at the same lunch table my senior year. They be down there cracking jokes and all that. Him and all French fry and all them out there all wild and out of shit. But I ain't really say nothing to him. He ain't say nothing to me. His cousin, his first cousin, that's my partner. And we ain't hang either. We were like, we'll see each other and speak. That's it. He go his way, I go out my way. We go way back like this. Me, him, and all, and Nod, Big Nod. We go back to Columbia Elementary. So now, soon after that, we recording. I'm telling you, within that week. So that come out 91. So that's the one. Because I ain't never been allowed to do what we did then since then. Because the nigga gonna F it up some kind of way. And other mothers gonna mess it up as far as me getting my own place. Because that's what I need. The last time I got my own place, when I finally got the money to get the equipment, me and Gary Howe used to be the running back for Northwestern Bulls. He stayed on 8th Ave with his wife Linda. He had just showed me online, when he told me to go look what he was talking about, when it popped up, it was a lot of companies got something like that. You got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things that can fit right in this little space right here. You got everything you need to record yourself. Like a little studio, beats and all that kind of stuff. The price was low. So as soon as I got the money, I'm in the house writing. I'm even thinking about getting on the Dawes Road and going. I already know I got people in my family that's on the Dawes Road already. I already know that. My daddy been told me that, so I know that. I just ain't went through the steps. I'm thinking, man, I need a check. Fuck that shit. So I got a list of things I'm doing right around that time. My motherfucking had sprung a leak coming from another unit. I called the property management, Blue Door Management. There used to be 477. Now Blue Door Management. I think Falcone or somebody supposed to be the owner at that time. This 2021, 22. The beginning of 22, December 21, January 22. I gotta start getting a hotel because I can't. This COVID still strong in the game with the COVID. That look like sewage water. I can't be living here walking through the water. That shit right there to go to the bathroom. When you come out the bedroom, when you come from the living room to the bathroom and the bedroom, it's a puddle of shit water look like. I can't live in that house. I used to iron either right there or in the bedroom. Hang clothes with the coat hanger thing that you put on the door buy from Walmart. Clothes in overnight bag hanging right there with that shit. My shit falling in my goddamn. That's a cleanup bill. And I'm breathing this goddamn probably COVID and ain't no telling what other airborne shit in that shit. Right? I started getting a hotel. I had my last little piece of little money. My personal money. That's all hotel. I stepped to what? No, I went to the physical building, Mr. Ibrahim. But the brother that was there was with his wife or whatever, they were leaving. So I ain't say nothing. I asked about the old boy. He was like, yeah, he had to. I went to the other masjid down the street. Well, to think, I'm not, well, Ansar helped me about 3 days, maybe 4. And the secretary like, hey man, this all we can do. Yeah. I'm supposed to pay him back to it, and it's being more day. And then what I had going on for myself, it kicked in. And sometime in that little time period, I went back one day and the roof had them fell the ceiling on my fucking bed. That's the last time I stayed by myself. Hotel don't count, because I'm not going to have no damn studio equipment, USB, ADAT, and all that kind of stuff you store master copies on. In no damn hotel, somebody come in there and boot that shit up and steal shit off of that motherfucker. on a little USB drive or something. And you wouldn't even know because your shit's still there. Somebody done came in there and downloaded some shit, copy. Or they can come in there and fuck it up. And I truly believe somebody or send somebody in that must pay somebody to do it. Then downstairs, that particular hotel I started staying at, the keys right there with the door number. At the desk, sometimes they leave and be other places in the hotel. All them keys to all them rooms sitting right there behind the desk. Selena Hotel. 77th Street, Biscayne Boulevard, Northeast. I ain't finna have that type. What I make careers. MFers make careers off a measure. A measure is a fourth of a bar. Every line is a bar. If I say, ooh, da na mat, that's a bar. And you count it in 4. 1, 2, 3. That's a bar. Every time you get to 4, that's a bar. Now, the way I rap, it might take me 1 or 2 measures to say what I said that start a bitch whole career. Then you got something that be bars long. 2, 3 bars. Or within 1 bar or 2 bars. Not the whole total 2 or the whole 1. That start a nigga whole style. That nigga Twister, every time he touched the mic. That nigga used to rap like that. Twister had a video. You would think he was Kwame. Only you, with all them polka dots and shit. And them fades and gummies and all that shit, and them balloon pants and dance and all. That's what Twister used to do. Me and Slimzo dropped that shit there. Niggas like Twister. And I ain't ranking no nigga now. Cause I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm about to shut this down. If it wasn't for the ones who did it, the Brat, Mystical, Twister, Bone Thug, or sometimes Corrupt, or you would hear him flipping, sometimes Snoop Dogg, all the niggas who came in there flipping it, Do or Die, some niggas on No Limit, I can't think of other than Mystical right now, but it'll come to mind. Cause everybody who real good didn't do it. Scarface did a little bit, then he stopped. Brad Jordan. Cause a lot of niggas who real good, they got many styles. Das Effects fell out. They wasn't the first one came to the wax and pressed up some shit with it. Spice wanted Das Effects. Das Effects fell out with a label cause record company be having cretins at the top who calling the shots. They dumb. All they knew copycat shit. What they don't like is for somebody out there that has some original they ain't got. So they made an Elvis. They made an AC/DC, a ZZ Top, all that, because there's somebody out there got something that they can't control. So they get somebody that control the copy and let them overshadow them because everybody looking at the media. They looking at what Hollywood doing. They ain't looking all out here, these private, independent people, little bitty show, hole in the walls and stuff. They want to see something on MTV somewhere. American Allies Arena, big old concert. Ooh, all the big old fireworks and stuff going off and loud noise and smoke and all that kind of stuff. That's what they want to see. And a whole lot of people there, right? So now they stealing from the grassroots. And only those who are signed that tricked up contract. Right? Where they end up tricking a lot of them out there. Right off Michael Jackson owned all that shit. What did Michael Jackson own? What made them want to knock him off? Michael Jackson owned what had been stolen somewhere or another from all them stars. Even the Beatles. They done manipulated the system, the whole situation to the point you will give up your soul. That you basically damn near sold your soul when you do that. Cause that's everything come out you into that. And you trying to use this craft to make a living to the point you can take care of generations of your family. Right? That's your whole heart and soul. But when you sell the publishing rights, then they play the game. Producers don't work with you right. Engineers ain't working right. Oh, a lot of them stars, they ain't even write that song anyway. So the writer, you ain't coming across a good song. It's all kind of thing they can do to start taking away all if you mess with the majors. Why we was such a threat, Slimzo produced, he engineered enough All right. He produced, he engineered. I can produce, I just didn't know the technical job. In time, I was gonna get that. I still ain't got that yet. Because stuff we ain't got to yet. But I can. I co-produce what we put out the first time. What we made, when I be quoting that, I ain't got shit to do but hit a liquor to split with the 52. Every time I quote that, the production, I came up with that. But without Quinzo, I'm still stuck with the idea when it comes to production. Quinzo know the technical, he did the drum and he did them right. Right? I can only do drums on a certain type of drum machine. I gotta do the manual shit. On the drum pad, all that keyboard, all the other crazy look. The drum pad, I can do that. I can do that. MP, but they gotta set it up. They gotta load. Sometimes you take off an 808, load it. See, I don't know all that technical shit. I just know what to do when they set it up. They blackball me from that by not doing that when I'm around. With me, when it's my turn. But Slimzo, he was slow. It'd be a lot of time between the time we do it, but when we do it, he get right to it. So I came up with Brother Johnson, Strawberry Letter 2223. The exact parts to use. He did the drums, he MPC some of the exact parts, and I told him how to sporadically put in there and all that, and I wasn't over his shoulder. From what I said, he put that shit in some damn good part. By the time I come and see what he did, I can't fuck with it no more. I'ma leave that's it. I don't care what idea that's it. And I ain't been like this since 91. This 96. You talking about 5 album worth of time at least. I'm a Master P type of artist. I don't limit myself no 1 album per 4 quarters. I put shit out when the fuck I want to. I do DJ shit. I supposed to been putting out mixtape like DJ do, them super mixes. Give it all you got. Give it all you got. Boom, boom. And coming up with another song, with little sound bites and all. I do that. Mega mix. Can't do shit because of the player hating. That's why I'm always talking about some street shit and some goddamn legal shit. Cause that's the shit that was happening. And some of this shit is coming from the top. Some of this shit coming from the bottom cause nigga just jealous as fuck. Basic jealousy and envy. Right? Some of them motherfuckers at the bottom is connected to the motherfuckers at the top. And that's why I keep citing Puffy case in his situation. A lot of shit about that nigga I didn't know. I don't know much about them. I just know some of their music that come out. That's all. I don't know them niggas personally. So by them putting all that info, but I did no key shit. I pinpointed the fact that when Puffy came out, he ain't had much flack these other record companies have. Or Jay Prince. Eventually Suge Knight. But Eazy-E. Man, when Puffy came out, Eazy-E got knocked off. Nigga ain't had no damn AIDS. Just like with COVID. They say COVID, that don't be COVID, that be the vaccine. AIDS ain't kill no Eazy, they knocked him off because they couldn't control him. He had too much power in something they were finna do something real big with, which is rap music. And look, Eazy-E damn near arguably started the sub-genre that they gonna use to get the youth like they are right now today, especially. It's worse now than ever. It's more foolish and senseless right now than ever. That shit that they got out now, trap music, turnt music, mumble rap, all that came out of gangster, so-called gangster rap. Eazy-E like the Godfather. Eazy-E was on a CEO level, he didn't even try to rap. But he knew he wanted that type of rap out. He recruited Q, Dre, Andre Young, MC Ren, Yella, Arabian Prince, people like that. Them the main core. And one time, according to what they say, they got Eazy to rap. And that took off like wildfire. That's how he began to rap, because it was commercially successful. And he was in it for the money anyway. That's how Eazy started rapping. So he was like the first gangster rap label, so-called gangster rap label, or reality rap label, was a model for Master P. Because you got the man rapping, but he a CEO. That would make Master P so great. He got way more skill people really know, because he slowed that down and picked it up on the management, the business, and the money and all that kind of stuff. He ain't sitting around laying around his mama house just writing, rapping, sleeping, wake up, write around, ain't getting no pussy. Right around every time you see a nigga spitting Street Fighter, he ain't that type of nigga. He was spread himself pretty thin. So that take away your essence and all that there. But he was still coming clean on them tracks. Even after all that. By the time Mama Mia came with Mystical and Fiend and all them came around that time, man, he was doing a hell of a juggling act. He still was putting down some nice stuff to be a person doing all that. That's a lot to do. And mind you, he a pioneer, because he was going places now where Easy didn't go. He went beyond Easy. But Easy was first. I think they killed it. Meantime, Puffy, he skipping through a field of lilies. Everything easy for that nigga. Everything. And I pinpointed that. I ain't hating or nothing. Like I say, they done erased that off Facebook. We was happy. Because finally, what we was told was gonna be a passing fad, nobody supported, or go get a real job, go to school and all that, man, we had to have faith. We had to have nerves of steel. If we was intelligent, knowing this, I ain't gonna never be 17 again, never be 15 again, never be 18, 20 something again. And we forsook all that was out there to do our craft. We ain't know, all we know this is what we wanna do. And they telling us, you ain't gonna be able to raise your children like that. You ain't paying no bill, but get out here, get some money, but go help pay some bills. That's what we dealing with. Our women. Get a job. Broke ass nigga. They on TV. Deadbeat dad. Gonna be in jail for child support soon. Probably killed in the streets. Trying to be an entrepreneur. They will get a job at a building somewhere safe like McDonald's. They got security there. They got police be there. See, go work for UPS or something. Go to the military. We used to sell tapes before CD came out. Some of us done probably pressed up some vinyl way back then, right? But we had King Edward J and the J-Team. We had Sammy Sam the Hitman, Sammy Sam. We had Disco Dave, Jam Pony Express, Pure Funk, Vicious Funk, Sugar Hill DJs, Ghetto Style DJs, Triple M DJ, and a whole lot of other DJ team. Selling their tapes, doing parties and this and that. Business, right? A lot of people didn't believe in us. A lot of people, you let your woman be all up under you. A lot of times they'll sabotage and all that, because they don't want you independent. First of all, they can't pocket watch. You get a job, how much hour? How many hours you got? Better believe she got a calculator. Oh, that check should be about, oh, baby, you know, tax is coming. Let me see the check. She looking at FICA and all that. Better not get no money to no bitch. That's what you're dealing with. She want to be able to monitor every little cent. If you want to keep the bullshit down, probably need to give her the whole check. She get the pampers and all. You just go in the refrigerator, you need something. Go in there, the kid done drunk your juice that they ain't supposed to touch. Go in the cat, they done got that something they ain't supposed to. You ain't got nothing to eat. Gotta call your homeboy, go eat some ribs for free at their house. They barbecue it. This the type of, I'm serious. Everybody and their mama was player hating. Unless she was blessed, B-L-I-S-S-E-D, like how to push his katana say, to have people that supported you. I knew people like that. I wasn't one of them people. So what I did, kept my shit in my pants, put it, Jimmy, ring ding dong, ring a ding ding dong. Most time, I ain't started splacking raw till I was about 20-something years old. And I was about to hell with all this shit. I was about fuck everything. Fuck it. I just take it how it come, fuck it. That's when Darling Mobley lied and said I went out of town without permission on probation. I had just so happened to be with Quinzo one night, 4th of July. I barbecued using my stepdaddy recipe. He didn't know I had it. I got it. That made all Atlanta, all over goddamn country, all over the world come. When he barbecued, Grandpa, Piedmont Pa, the whole world be there to get it barbecue. He got special sauce. He got a special way he cook it. You know how black folk like their meat. We like it charred, well done and stuff like that. Every now and then somebody wants some rare, medium rare. But he had a special sauce. We had a goddamn case of Ice House. And a little red hair cess. We got lit. Mind you, we doing Dirty Dozen. We making shit. And it's circulating. Cause Dirty Dozen good. Back then, you can't let a nigga hold your tape and listen to your tape. You think he gonna record, but we knew it. We didn't care. That shit spread. So everybody know now how them niggas fucked up that killed Scooby Brown, Derek DeAnthony. The wrong nigga to fuck with. He done stepped on a lot of toes. I got some misinformation back then. That's why me and Slimzo ain't hardly speaking now. Nigga had me thinking somebody else did it, but all the while, it was really his cousin and another nigga who stayed in the apartment with Scooby Group bro and was in jail. Already, by the time I got on probation to Decatur, them niggas locked up. He got me thinking it's a nigga around running free who they ain't caught up with, and he too G-code to snitch. Or it wasn't enough evidence to prove, so the nigga walked free. That's what I'm thinking, cause what he said. Ain't nobody else really talk about detail but him. And I guess they assumed I know, cause I'm always with him. They think I know. I don't know. One thing I do know, player, in Decatur, in Atlanta, in greater Atlanta area, if I'm ever with certain people, play. Play if you want to. Play. You lucky I ain't kill your motherfucking ass, nigga. You lucky I ain't kill your motherfucking ass the first time we met. You lucky you ain't died that goddamn night. And you had the nerve to get in your feelings. Cause like a real man, hands and feet, empty hands and feet. No knife, no gun, till you try to jump Derek Brown cousin. See, being young, green, and stupid, or even more stupid, you knew who he was and you knew his cousin got murdered. You even more stupid. When y'all tried to jump that nigga, that's the only time I picked up an object. Wasn't no gun. Wasn't even no knife. We tried to jump a man. That's why that's who I was protecting in the first place. Cause I know nigga want him dead. They know they done fucked up. Whoever in that clique killed Derek Brown. The DeKalb County police found about 5 ounces of cocaine on his body. The niggas who killed him must didn't know he had that. Maybe. I don't know what's on these niggas' mind. We ain't round table. I probably never will. Fuck nigga. Fuck nigga. Fuck nigga. And you better keep it like this. Cause I know your old puss ass right now do not want to see me on no confrontation with no motherfucking goddamn going at it like this. That's out. You proved that 1,000,000 years ago. Now, shit like this, me and Quinzo just put that shit down. Strawberry Letter Brothers Johnson, funk. Certified funk. Already. The song already a classic. We took and hip-hopatized that jive. And me and Slimzo went the F off. This right about the time they about to start putting a lot of hip-hop, gangster hip-hop in the club. And less R&B and less 135 beats per minute in the strip club. It was right around that time. And what I made was a perfect blend because Slimzo was on some baller player jive and I was on some real street jive. Kind of like a vibe, like and he up, Jack, that's some real grit. And then he was on something more like bling bling. So you blend that, cause that back then, we was trying to come out the trunk into MTV, on a BET video, and on the radio. And we was stuck in the trunk. So we trying to be, I know I can't lose in the trunk. We gonna always have somebody who wants some trunk funk, but the track, since they want to be on the explicit entertainment, I wasn't there to form that. We bad seed when I was there. I come back, it's click clack, too slow, or three slow, whatever how you say, Vice Grill, Buck Johnson. And Slimzo got that song. So I ain't gonna try to come and tell nobody what to do with shit. I ain't put one red penny in this shit. I ain't got no feelings like, oh nigga, I'm finna see what y'all doing, man. And I'm gonna get in where I fit in, that's it. Ain't no hate, ain't no beef. You know what I'm saying? My little dog don't know, I love that nigga. Little Viker, I love that nigga. I ain't really know that nigga like that. He introduced me to him. By the time, I was in college by the time I met him. Him and his sister Jeannie. And we been all right ever since. But when I came back, I could tell by how a lot of niggas were looking and acting, Dirty Dozen, Eastwick. They probably thought I was like, man, hold up, man. Them mice probably try to be hating on a nigga, want to fight him and arguing with Squins, always try to just bogart my way at the top. No. Whatever they want to do, they do. They got all this stuff going. They had a lot of shit going on. Al Wynn from Tampa. These niggas done got a big ass brick house in the Swats. That's the record store and the record studio. Man, I'm tiptoeing that motherfucker. We got a lot of pre-production. Eva E. Vice Grip. I don't want to say his name because I don't know if he want to be associated with this type of conversation. But we had other people who had pre-production in their house. So you can make a song, like the type of stuff I do, make a cassette tape, a CD, and just start distributing right away. I kept telling them that's important. Because down the line, nigga gonna be biting and tricking up and faking and flogging like they're ready to real, talking out the side of their neck. They spying on you in real life and try to figure out something slick to say to overshine you. Cause they know they can't take your legacy off the street and not the minds and the hearts and the ears of the people, but they can say something to try to make themselves and make you look like this. That's industry niggas. But that's rap. Can't stand the heat, stay out the kitchen. So I ain't mad at them niggas. If anybody I'm mad at, it's mine. Mac 10, Broken English, Gorilla Tech, people like that. Lou, Eon, Gusto. If anybody be mad at, it gonna be people like that. Cause them the ones who had me as a talent that whole while. And they'll rather entertain all these other suckers and overlook me. I'm 5'3", baby. Right? YBI, Chi-Town Incorporated, Down by Law, Eastwick. That's me. That's me. Right? That's what I represent. That's why my shit be so hard. That's why niggas can't G-check and go find out, pull my hoe bone, like we say. Find a nigga ass out, pull his hoe bone. How? How? If it's true, if it's real, if it's something really happened, I acknowledge that, yeah. Yeah. Come to find out, Jaguar Wright, Gene Deal. Well, I shouldn't even say Gene Deal and CC because they just talking about Puffy, primarily. And people around Puffy. Jaguar take a tour of the whole industry. Boy, she talking about Common. I'm coming. Got some sense, common sense. She talking about that. She talking about a lot of people. So That's how the industry is. Because they, first of all, the way they get down, they gotta have somebody they can control. And a lot of us ain't with that. But the problem is, when we do our little thing, DJ Raw, Miami, PR. I think he Puerto Rican, PR, Boricua. DJ Raw. Go to Instagram, go in his inbox, and ask him, man, where's that documentary? Where's that information when you was telling us what happened by Clemente Park when the police killed that man, and it was like a riot, primarily Dominican, and all the other cats around that area who knew it happened and was in the area, they could come and show support. He'll tell that story, right? Clemente Park, and it's a store right by Clemente Park. Y'all, if y'all watch my stuff, you see that girl, like Brazilian girl with the big afro, who was in the media about, because they was trying to shade her because she was dark skinned, playing the skin game and stuff in the industry. And right there, DJ Raw got a historical account. Then he'll tell you about when he had a deal on the table with a record label, a major label. And out the blue, police locked him up. And they even told him, we can't let you do this. They wasn't talking about no crime or nothing. They ain't had nothing on it. If they did, they'd have gave him that charge. They locked him up because he had a record deal. He was an independent. I don't even want to say no name because I really don't know who did and who didn't do all that wild stuff that Puffy had people do and all that there. I don't know. I can't say it for 100% for sure. You know, who did this, who bent over that way, so you can, right? Andre Harrell, they say he did it. Dallas Austin, these are the type of people they claim you had to see. Oh, that's the best you can do? Yo, you can do better than that. Get the nuts. Yeah, get the nuts. He's sucking right here. No, I'm not doing about 10 minutes. I can't say who did it. I don't know. Nigga ain't in my back pocket. We ain't joining at the hip. I know one thing. Nigga keep playing with me. Beyond a certain, talking, I ain't talking about no homeboy shit who I think ain't gay. Just playing. I'm talking about my experience being sissies. Not no industry, niggas. We talking about just the average everyday sissy. Got a little job, got a little bit, might be a sole proprietor or something like that. Every time I turn around, a homosexual will not give me a job or something unless I do some homosexual act. And for a long time, I'm thinking it's me, not knowing all this shit going on with these type of people that I know of. I don't know that. I know it's a chance something happened up in the mix of it, because I know how Hollywood and all that jive is from, they taught us that in school, like definitely high school, right? The first Hollywood were no females on stage. A male had to play the female part. So that's suspect already. A jit know better than that. Damn, whatever, gay or something, right? I am a dancer, but I never went professional because you got to go to school for them to teach you all the stuff. And I noticed all the niggas in tights, shit look like leotard, look about like this shit, right? Nuts, if they got big nuts and all that, just sitting there on front, shit all up the crack. Leotard. Nigga might have some leg warmers on. Dancing with people like Olivia Newton-John, Debbie Allen and all that. Leroy off of Fame. There were Tupac used to be in drama and acting and all that. See, I wouldn't take classes. I ain't even want to take the gym, football and stuff, because I seen Columbia High School, went back, I said, damn, I ain't know all this space was back here. Big ass showers and shit, quiet in here. Little shadowy air. Man, nigga try to rape me in them motherfucker, man. I kill a nigga. They put my ass in Georgia Regional. Or a nigga might be successful. It be fucked up. Couple of niggas grab my ass, pin my ass. I ain't going that shit. I used to try to get down below to lift weights and all that. Jamal Mac 10 had a weight set. DuPont, the cement weight with the gray plastic on it. They ain't want to lift them. And the way I was trained back then, it's better to have a spot partner. So my limited knowledge back then would slow me down for getting in my own little workout regimen and all that for a while. I was just going straight raw bone. Straight raw. Just using what I got to get what I want. And was successful. From fighting, self-defense, quote unquote, because I don't start no shit. Robbing, and that ain't starting no shit, that gets some straightening. Getting paid, right, on my estate. That they run around robbing and cheating and all that kind of SG, right? Robbing, burglary, home invasion, carjacking, yeah. A1, since day one. Out running helicopters at night with the night vision and the spotlight that make it look like broad daylight when it hit down. Bam. Out running dog, pit bull, purple tongue child, boxers, Rottweiler, these type of dogs in people's yard. Doberman pinchers. Sometimes nigga might have about 4 or 5 Doberman in their yard, in one yard. Nigga might be raised in pits and fight dog. You never know where you got to go. You just know you got to go opposite direction where gonna get you fucked up. Locked up, jammed up. So yeah. So the thing about these homos, if you really not that, and I had to go through 5 62 to really understand this. You gotta remember, well, you a man. You say you heterosexual. Well, you know how you are with women? That's what it is. And it is a man. He is a man. So a man, genetically, he's assertive. He's crafty. He's insistent. So what's throwing us off is that we are heterosexual. That was throwing us off. We don't understand what hey man, I told you one time. But don't you know a lot of dudes do girls like that, right? And if they stay within a certain parameter, a lot of people will allow that. When you start getting beyond certain, then somebody might say, hey, you know, all right, she said, all right, you know, somebody speak up, or the girl raise her voice herself, push him or something, push him off or something like that. So that's a man. He just, and in my case, I didn't have nobody trying to get up in my behind and trying to get in my throat. So that's why these motherfuckers I be talking about, they live through the ordeal, because that's how you really want to die. These they offering to give me lip service, asking for that mandingo. A lot of them talk kind of like a little sweet sugar in the tank. So that slowed it down, because I know the court system. If I remember correctly, I was in Georgia when it first started happening to me. So they really strict. So you really got to have your thing in order when you want to talk about self-defense. If I wait a fraction of a second too long to do something violent in my defense, they'll holler about it wasn't. You could have walked away. Child, you could have called the police. You just want to kill somebody, gonna give you life. And guess what? In jail, that type of person, not only the sissy, that's the one you least got to worry about. It's going to be the one who want that boogie and want to take your cranium, head, skull, and shove it between his legs. Might have 8, 9, 10 niggas helping him. And before you can get correction officer or somebody in the cell who care about you, they help you, they might be done violated you. This your life. And the only way to stop that, you go in there on a murder charge because you killed the punk on the street for flirting with you. Now you killing niggas left and right to the day you die. You would never make it out. I'm smart enough to see this as a jit. Because I always been me. I always been heterosexual. I always been around some old sissified ass, questionable ass nigga, male. So I always knew. Always knew authority figure. A lot of them faggots they sell. At the school, at the church, at the choir. Right? sashaying around, sits there everywhere you look. A motherfucker with some authority. Mr. Body, the French teacher. Right? Can't hardly hide in his voice, in little movement. Just sissy. So when you don't allow witnesses especially to see certain aggressive behavior that you can call an aggression that's going toward assault, battery, and abduction, then, or if they actually do that, you don't need witness. If they do that, you better. Because you don't know. See what make that so dangerous? Especially a male Homo erectus. He's strong. Get your guard down because he acting like this. I said, he might be a kidnapper. He might be a human trafficker. He might be dealing in harvesting human organs and selling them at top dollar. The base amount, 25 grand for a whole body. But what if you got somebody who knows how to take that liver and deliver the liver to somebody who wouldn't have paid top dollar because they need a liver transplant? That liver is more than $25,000 now. We'll make it more, even more, if they have like that BBL and all that, a facility. Get a little titty done, a little BBL and all that. A facility where that person can come, that sick person can come. Jackson done told him, we're still looking with the Cedars and all these other hospitals. Mount Sinai, go to that facility, at Puffy House at the La Grotto where they found all that human remains and all that. Have a surgeon that'll do it for a price. $250,000. $800,000. Maybe more. Now that human body is worth $1 million or more. Just under $1 million. Because somebody need one organ off of that. See, open up your damn mind. Open up your goddamn eyes. Stop gaslighting, acting like it ain't like that. See, I grew up under Wayne, Bertram, Williams, and everybody else who was helping them do all that. Effort. And that ain't the only clique in the world that was doing that in that day and time, and it never ceased or desisted. Kidnapping, they end up in murder because they want some type of bodily fluid or body part. Stop gaslighting, stop playing. Stop playing. I played for St. Peter and Paul Catholic School. A lot of old white folks in the school, academia, number of black folks out the hood on the football team. We had Sean, the rawest quarterback I ever witnessed. He could do wide receiver, running back. He is the star quarterback, and he can play defense any position. We had about 4 or 5 people that could quarterback and running back just as good as him, but apparently not quite as good because they all was with the coach. Let Sean be Sean, so right? And the whole team played offense and defense, this little league. Never lost a game. Thomasville had to cheat on us twice. That's how we got them 2 losses that season. They cheated. Rocked the bus when we left, because we whipped they behind on the field. So the whole people, the stadium saw us whip their butt. But the referees and the scoreboard and the referees, that's how the score was getting up there. Them niggas pulling stunts like take number 55 looking like this. You look around, number 55 looking like this. Niggas ain't even in our weight range. Out our weight class, they sneaking them on the field. Niggas out the project and whatnot. Yeah, and the referee would let them get away with it. That was our only 2 losses. But I learned a lot. Most teams we play with white boys. When they come out there, the white boy was looking like professional. Their uniform looked like a pro, not high school, not college. They look like professional ball player because of the uniform, from the helmet down to the cleats. And they fields to be real pretty. We go out to that pretty field. We ain't really had no home field like that. I was St. Peter and Paul. That was just a big old grass field, right? We might have had the lime down and the goalpost and all that, but that job, I don't even think we played a game on that mother. But we practiced. We clowned them niggas. Hey, They used to put the little boy in position. We didn't know what we were gonna do at first. Like, hey, I'm playing cornerback, middle, what they call defensive back, defensive line right next to the nose guard and all that. Like, damn, boy. Little white boy, kind of chubby, kind of big. Okay, all right. See, I know one thing. I know street ball, nigga. I know some tricks. Nigga on the snap. Even the little nigga, me and Frog, nigga be dogging him out. Getting into the quarterback wasn't nothing. Getting to the running back wasn't nothing. We talking about behind the line of scrimmage player. Now, just a little something. Just a little something put on your mind. Niggas out here playing. See, it's in my genes too, generationally. Soldiers. My first cousin, son is Sean Taylor, number 21 Redskin, shoot across the, bang! Hear that hit from way up 100 yards away. Gah! Nigga right now, professional football say they feel that hit right now today. Just like Sensei Jared Denson say he still feel when Sensei Rennie kicked his ass in that motherfucking goddamn sternum when he was about 12, 14. Yeah. Keep playing. Keep playing. We still talking about empty hands, baby. Empty hands. Keep playing. Keep playing. I done went longer than I ever went. I don't like them too long. They be hard, they be take a long time to upload. So we still talking about this. And I try to keep it a lot like what I just said, because I never finished what I'm saying, because I'm cutting it short. We're talking about Darlin Mobley, Officer William B. Hine, and Judge Leslie B. Rosenberg. The case that Harold Mackey Sr., James L. Shabazz, or 7X Shabazz, Gertrude Pratt Mackey, people like this with power and influence. They allowed the courts to do this. Them some very powerful people I just named in Florida, definitely. They allowed them to do their son and grandson like that. And there's something to this. There's something to this. A major part, they wanted me to conform, especially in listening to the U.S. military complex, especially. They knew a person like me, I would be allowed to operate in there more so with less resistance from the system, especially. And they wanted that for me desperately. The second, if you don't do that, okay. First advice my daddy told me when I came in 93 to live, you can jump on City Miami Police Force. Jump in Miami-Dade, even to my college and police. Right now, me and Slim's old shit like 2 years, 3 years now? 2 years. 2 years old now. It's still hot for the simple fact, ain't nobody really came up with nothing new and inventive since then. You got unique styles that came out, like Cannabis and people like that, you know. But Immortal Technique, now that's a unique style that's like, yeah. But as far as something new that became such a big thing and took a life of its own, and even to this day, we talking about over a quarter century that's been. A quarter century plus almost a decade, around close to 35 years that's been. Yeah, almost 35 years. If it was 90, that should be 35 right there. It's 25, going to 26. So you talking over a quarter century. And it ain't just that chopper style I be talking about either. It's other elements we brought to the game. And when I finally showed that I was very serious and damn near unstoppable, then you come out with Unstoppable Nelly, Country Grammar. Yeah, you give him the deal. We not talking about Nelly per se, him. We talking about the big boy that decided to get him and why. Country Grammar was the hit song. They just can't hang with this street slang I talk. We slang them things to your brain from the side, or country grammar. Street slang, broken English, patois, pidgin English, broken English, street slang. He come out with country grammar, and it's a party song. The album I'm putting together is political side, party side. Only song I wrote so far is Syria. After Dash Dillinger, Too Short, Scarface and Trick Daddy made that I Love. It's on the video. I'm in jail. I'm in Dade County jail. I love to get my, I love all that there. That's the only party song I wrote. I stopped. Nelly come out. I'm still in jail. Oh, T.I., the closest rapper ever come to me, gets the deal. Who was about what I said? He was 11, Future was 7. When me and Slim Lo dropped that jive, he was 11 years old, shouter. Future was 7. Now, years down the line, they're a little older. We talking about 2000, 2001. More like 2000, they locked me up. More like 2000. When we formed what became to be known as Locking It Down Records and Club 56 fame. Southern affiliate, the affiliate, or how you call that? Various artists type of thing we put out. Now, on Locking It Down Records. They locked me up, so I can't put out what we would have put out when it came to my shit. Had me facing 40,000 years off a lie, City Miami Officer Rodriguez. Or you could take a plea, but they dragging that out. So I told them, I said, hey man, y'all go forward. Don't wait on me. I said, put Loso, Dirty, and Tabe Hound. Get a lot of songs on them. That's how I answered Lil Wayne, because they done pulled Lil Wayne away from the Hot Boys. And they pushing Lil Wayne. That's the beginning stage of that. I said, well, that's gonna be real hot. And that's the industry. When a lot of times when they commit to something, they kind of run with it. So I don't know War Type yet. And a lot of other people I ain't met yet. But I know Tabe Hound, he from around the way. That's Shalom, 56 boy. And Loso Dirty, that's Overtime. They both got lyrics. I'm a criminal by law and it's all the count. Beat them cracker through the jaw for they crawl me up. I'm a criminal by law and it's all the count. Yeah, I'm a criminal. That's Tabe Hound. He got some shit. Loso Dirty got some shit. Right? Now, I'm behind bars. I tried to get recorded on the phone. Let the music play in the mouthpiece, but put the earpiece to a microphone. You can wrap that up part so the outside music don't get to it. And you can sit there at the board, you can hear the levels and see what you need to do. Wrap it tighter, move it, all that kind of stuff. Turn that down a little bit, because I don't need to hear that loud. I just need to hear, I need the metronome. Know how to make my shit fall. So that don't have to be loud in the mouthpiece, but you wrap the earpiece and the microphone up together. And let me do this. Problem 13 refused. Right? T.I. come out with Beanie Man. Me and V.I., them island boy V.I., Virgin Island, met in TGK when Dylan Mobley fucked me up. V.I. helped me straighten some street beat. So that's who I got at Locking It Down. It's the only person I brought with me, because he was the only one on the streets that made music with me, new music on the streets when I got released in 97. It took him a while, but he came back finally. From 97 to 2000, it was straight out the Bush Entertainment. Biohazardous. That's Greggy Skunt. I'm East Unit Productions. East Unit. Right? Like the East Unit in Dade County Jail. Or the East Unit we put on our face when we East a nigga. Right? East Unit. Now, we there. They know the ear to the street. They know this. A lot of people in Miami know what we're doing. They know Salahuddin, it got into the record business. So we got Ron May, We went to Atlanta, got Greg Street, all this kind of shit we doing behind the scenes. So the buzz is on. Rico Wade, all of them know. We done had Dungeon Parent people come to the studio and all that in the early stages. Right? All of them up. Local 1416, that was Local 1416 too. Now here it go, T.I. and Beanie Man. A Georgia, Atlanta, ATL nigga, I'm talking about representing. Not just have to be from Georgia. You know he from Georgia when you hear him talk. He got that slow, smooth. We don't sound exactly like we rapping him, but it's the closest you can ever get to me. Till you show me somebody else. I know some niggas a lot like me too, but they ain't get out there. I can't talk about what you don't know. You know T.I. and we talk about industry too. That time, when I'm coming, T.I. and then of all people, Beanie Man, he gotta have some like dance all like type, yeah. Behind the scenes is me and Greggy Scott. Right? On the way. We've been working on this since '96. How long Beanie Man and T.I. sat down and discussed that there? In 2000. Right? Now, another one, 50 Cent, G-Unit, for the East Unit. And see, the East Unit got a lot of tricks up their sleeve. They already know because they know the lit. They know my lit. They know Soul Messiah. The president of, on top of Atlanta chapter of Zulu Nation. They know about Bill Blast, B Chill, all them niggas of goddamn Philly, Chuck from Philly. DJ Reggie, they know. They know about me. I used to have people thinking I could talk like that so well. And I rap like that, what they call East Coast rap. I had niggas in real life thinking I real street nigga thinking I was from New York. For real. First we was Jersey. Then it became New York. Till finally, I started telling niggas the truth. So we started doing business. First time I'm telling the truth. Meet my parent up there, right? A lot of my close friends and who I really am. And I told him why I did. I said, well, you know, my brother was trying to break in the industry back in the day. And back then, a lot of people who really was controlling the industry, like as far as artists and producers and shit like that, they was closed-minded, closed out. They wouldn't fuck with nobody outside of New York, especially those southern niggas. We the last one coming to the game. It was East Coast, West Coast, then the South. We were doing this back in the day. When niggas was still spinning on their head, wearing fat laces and all that. Shell toe, Cazellis, Kangos, all that there, colored leads, all that there. All that jive, British Knights, all that there. Yeah. So anyway, 50 Cent is eating right now today, not just on what he did then. He was consistent. And all he did was this. Same with T.I., same with Nelly. And they all came out around 2000, 2001. Their first album, signed to a label, and didn't get fucked around all that bad like a lot of other artists. Check that out. Check that out. See? So number one, they gonna basically steal from what I had coming. Steal the energy and the essence, all that. And like I say, it ain't got to be the artists. They ain't gotta know me. DMX them probably don't know nothing about me. The industry know. We gotta get a nigga like that. Can't get me. Well, what shit, I'm bringing up, it's a lot of things come with me. But find somebody who got something out of that there that's really good. They go DMX. Right? They go 50 Cent. They go T.I. They go Nelly. People like that. And I ain't BSing. And I know that's the truth because I had a real record company. We got on underground radio, real video. We ain't signed to none of them. They will not sit there and not be sharks, biters. That's the industry. See, that's how you bite in a roundabout way. You know what somebody coming with, and you find somebody a lot like that. And a lot of them people, once they sign, it's hard for them to say no. So somebody come, I'm your hairstylist. Jerry said, and I'm gonna do your hair. And you sit there in the chair. You let him do what he do. You don't tell him. And if you do, sometimes somebody up top will tell him, I don't like that. And you like, man, after a while, because you already know by now, a lot of them who made it all the time, they know. Let these people rob my budget that I'm gonna have to recoup if this shit flop. Cause that's how they do. They give you the money, Indian givers, and they find a way to take it back. The more they give you, the more they gonna be the one hook you up with the realtor who find the house for you to buy, and the car, and the dog, and the dude, and the da-da-da-da-da. All that they people. All that they people. That money you came with, that's how they do it. Circulate within the such and such community. Asian and whatnot. Everybody but the nigga. Black. That's the one who gets, the more you get, the faster they try to make you spend. They'll go right back in their community. See, if you want to buy black, you gotta pump your brake. Because black is quality. The consumer, from the consumer's standpoint of view, oh, it better be some quality. Or I'm gonna go get me some Joys. I'm gonna go get me some David Eden. Chanel, it better be quality. So now you gotta slow down and find, so they put pressure. You ain't got time. Hurry up, hurry up. That's why the stars still got Birkin and red bottom and all. They ain't got time. First they gotta find somebody who can be a seamstress and a tailor and da-da-da-da, because a lot of time, that person making that from scratch. You got people making hat from scratch, shoe, but I need that outfit by tomorrow night, I'm in town for boot. They stuck. And everybody around them, they attached to the label. Major label, they attached to Paris, Lemmy, that fashion lady, Lemmy, I think that's her name. Fashion queen, right? Them the type of people they gonna get first dibs to that goddamn advance money that you gonna have to recoup if they drop the ball on your job. And blame it on you and say, your shit ain't hot. You must have lost it or something. Maybe you might want to lose a little weight. Maybe you might want to get a boob job. I know some, yeah, I know you do. Maybe you might want to get a nip and took a little lift. But I know you do. I know. I bet you do. See? So we was grassroots. I growed up. You go in the field, it's a nigga like this here. With that iron in his head like this. It's another nigga with a brown bag. Give you whatever you say you want, but you give your money to another man with a brown bag with the money. If you need change, they get in the street, they triangulate. Right in the field, look at field. I grew up around soldiers. We get money. I'm not even gonna say that. Some of the ways, because we might have a blackout or something, we get right back to work. So I ain't gonna say some of that. But we was getting money. What you do know about is tourists was in danger. But that's all over the world. That's the oldest trick in the book. Shanghai type of job. But when I came here to live, they decided to blow that up all out of proportion. Take one or two incidents and say that's the norm. Or the young niggas killing tourists. 1993. That's when they started making a big deal out of that. Tourist robbery, because they were attached to the murder. Now to jack up the charges. They done fluffed up all the thing that would lead to HBO, HVO, and 1020 life. I started going to Dade County Jail in 93. Older guys, not necessarily old, but older guys telling me how they stood on their head on doing their time, on murder, 4 years on the murder. You do that stand on your head. Now, a robbery, nobody died. They try to put you in jail for life. All that switch round between 93 jail, when Jeb Bush came to office, most definitely, they put their foot on the gas and they tough on crime. But notice, I'm here. When I was up the road with Mac, who Mark Ingram, in the wheelchair Mark introduced me to, 2 meetings with Mac, they come and get him, snatch him off the street. Now I'm down here, where I originated from, to live. All of a sudden, what's been going on all this time, they catch a young guy, or whoever, however age, with this much narcotic. He'll be right out. They were in and out. Sundog of Sonny and Sweet's fame got an interview where he says he was in and out. And he'll tell the correction officer, all right, hold the bed for me, I'll be back. All of a sudden, I come to live. Now, they want to start coming up with all these rules. A few more years down the line, when I showed I was dead serious, and I really, really put my foot down, after 96, come 97, 98, they come with another rule. If we catch you with a name on your bag, we'd have little tiny manila folders with reefer. Sometimes on the plastic zip top. With the other stuff, it might be a sticker on there. With a little devil, a little blue devil, or something on there. That's your brand. They say, boy, if we catch you, one of these, and it's deemed that you or possession with intent to distribute, everything we got in the evidence room that we couldn't attach to nobody because we found it hidden somewhere laying on the ground, it's gonna be yours. That's what stopped. That's why in Miami you can't buy nothing no more too tough with a name on it. Like you used to go in, like I say, Lincoln Field used to be like that. You go in there, it'd be one with a gun, like this here. Peep it. But then you done got in their face, he looking more at you now. Cause they got niggas in the window with dirty K's and all that. Trust me, it ain't just what you see. So now he gonna look at you. You don't let them niggas play in your face. They ain't looking at you. You might have a Y. See this little shit here? You can see this under my shirt. You might be wearing a Y or something. You might have a little bulge. So he looking at you. He got the gun. He got to let you not do some shit like this. Talking about, oh, nigga, please. He like this here. You in his face. I'm about right there. About 2 steps away. So nigga with the brown bag. With what you want, he likely got it. If not, you might have to come back. Whatever. There's another nigga with a brown bag with the money that you can give your money to. You need some change, he'll give it to you. See, all that got them rich. Cause we don't get nothing that they don't let us get. Because we don't deal in that quantity of stuff. They got to get it first. Somebody like Freeway Rick Ross got to buy it from them. Then he turn around and sell it a little smaller, a lot smaller, to somebody who can afford that. And then they take that. If they want to get butter from the duck, they nickel and dime. That's how you get butter from the duck. Whatever it costs, if you nickel and dime, you not only double it, what you paid for it, the more you buy, the more above double you're gonna do. So if you know anything about it, when you break it down and you count it up, once you double, you're gonna see cush, you're gonna see extra. It did more than double. If you put it in the proper packaging, and no shorts, no losses. Bone Thug had a song called "Taking No Shorts, No Losses, Man." If you don't take no shorts, no losses, you're gonna more than double. And if you're smart, you hold your money. keep holding that profit. Instead of getting one, you'll probably get one and one in your face. In case he play in your face. You only paid for one. Both of them supposed to be good. If they good, come back with the money. If some shit in the game, your problem. So the like gentlemen find out how you gonna solve that problem. So they went to coming down on all people who was getting money outside. Like I say, in my experience, I couldn't go to McDonald's. I couldn't go to Wendy's. Not all landscapers I work with, but some. I couldn't go to them and get a decent job and just work, show up for the work, do the work, get paid and go home. No, a nigga want to have sex with me in the bed. And like I say, I ain't trying to end up in Jackson Crisis or New Horizons or Bellevue somewhere, Georgia Regional. Because that's what the courts and the police and all that, that's the first thing they gonna try. Especially coming late to the scene. They don't really know what happened. So that gruesome scene there, we gotta get a psyche valve on him regardless of what happened. And you looking at a felony, murder, or assault or battery if they survive, and also psych evaluation. Because they might award you some type of psychiatric treatment in a facility that's secured, kind of like prison, but it's for psychiatric treatment. That all depends. And I know with a young black male, they don't like that example. Crystal Kaiser is still in jail right now because somebody molested her as an underage. I think she was underage at that. And it's not statutory rape, it's molestation, it's kidnapping, false imprisonment, it's rape. And the thing about this is you can scare a child, because why? We tell children to go out the house by themselves, it's dog, and walk by themselves, even if it's just a bus stop. Ain't anything can happen out there in that dog like that. Ain't no security guard out there, ain't no parent, and it's just a few children out, and a few people going to work, jump in their car and get the hell on, because they don't want to be late for work. It's dangerous out here. It's easy to put fear in a child's heart. Don't tell nobody. Sometimes they tell them stuff like they'll hurt somebody in their family. Sometimes they try to give them something, some candy, something like that. So Crystal Kaiser was repeatedly raped and abused. She never liked it. And she couldn't. It's a woman right now in Broward, got children from a man who broke in her house, stole her gun. Came to her one day, where your gun at? Came another day, pum, and killed her. That's why Crystal Kaiser's scared. A restraining order, that lady had just took a restraining order out on that boy too, in Broward. They got killed, and it's recent. A restraining order, calling the police, it don't make you safe from day in and day out. Who is gonna stop this man? And when is he ever gonna kill me? Cause you rape somebody like that, more than like you is going, what? And he was a cracker? Who? Let me see y'all try that. All white folks in Florida start taking pussy, taking head, slapping bitches, kicking bitches, and beating bitches' ass. Snatch them in the car, fuck them when you see them. Let me see you try that. You must be finna kill him. That was the victim thing. This fool, I know this fool ain't finna just walk off like this didn't happen and think ain't nothing gonna happen to him. That's why she thought her life was in danger. And the court say she stay in jail. All y'all out there who's supposed to rise up and set this thing right and republic and reset and all that, fuck all y'all. Cause I've been on go since I was like this. Fuck all y'all. Down by law, a lot of niggas like you tell me, no, don't do this, don't fuck all y'all. Cause I'd have been riding. That Crystal Kaiser case, I don't even remember how many nieces I got and nephews. I had to be around them when they came and locked me up when we were by Bobby Dodge Stadium, Lake Lucerne. I had about 6, 7 in the house then. Not knowing how to fuck up their stepdaddy. Some of them supposed to be their daddy. Some of them their stepdaddy or whoever, whatever, nigga, or Tracy, Chevy boyfriend. I don't know who I got to fuck up. But mine, because I ain't had them for my loin, but my sister gave my mama her first grandchild. And all my partners who told me, no, don't do it. When I was finna fuck up their stepdaddy, and I was about to get the nigga that killed himself, I did kill K-Born mama. Nigga, I been ready to ride, nigga. I been ready to ride, nigga. That's one thing I don't play. I didn't play about myself when I was like this. And I damn sure don't play about no ones who can't do what I know I can do now. I ain't that little boy like this no more. I ain't that 20-year-old. I ain't that 30-year-old. And I'm well informed. More so now than then, even though I knew enough the whole time. Since I was about 3, 4, 5. Now, so like I say, the attacks are real. My Cashapp is $ lowercase HAWTYYY, capital REDDD, no spaces. That's my Cashapp. Email is psalmsofmoorsreddd@email.com. A lot of these posts, you can see the email down there, exactly how to spell it. You can see the Cashapp, exactly how to spell it. I'm signing off for right now.